Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Learn for Fun. In the last video, we had solved all the central pieces of 5x5 cube of all colors. In this video, we will be solving the edge pieces. So let's start with solving. For solving the edge pieces, we will randomly select any one particular color and then we will fix the edges of that particular color. So here I am selecting white and red and white, and I will find out the matching colors. So here I can find one. So I will just rotate this and align this together. But while doing this, you will find the center solved colors are getting displaced. So in order to bring that to its correct position, I will rotate this. Then I will keep it down. Then I will move the back portion of the cube and bring the displaced colors back to its original position. Now you will find the two edge pieces are now in its position. Now we need to get one more similar piece over here, so which we have to find out where it is located. Now here I can find this over here, so I will just rotate this and bring this to the top. Now for getting this over here, I need this color to be somewhere here in this position. So I will again rotate this and I will try bringing it over to the top. Now you will find this has come over here. Now we want it over here so that we can align it very faster. So for doing that, either we can move this cube, this part of the cube, the solved one, or we can move this. So here I am moving this, I am rotating it, keeping it down, then moving it towards the left side, then bringing it over to the top. Now here you will find this has come up, and now you can easily solve. So the earlier procedure, the earlier logic we will apply over here. We will bring this to the top, we will move this apart and we will bring it down, then we will move back this cube back and you will align all to its original position. Now what you will find is, you will find one edge piece getting solved, one edge getting solved. Similarly, we have to solve all the edge pieces. Now here I will be solving this color, that is green and white. So I have to identify the other pair. So I will find it over here. So I will bring this to the top, align it together, and I will move this apart and I will bring this down and I will move the back portion to the top and bring this back, so that all our earlier solved colors are back to its original position. So now we will find the solved green and white at this position. Now we need to get one more green and white, so we have to identify where that is located. So we will find it over here. So since we want this over here, we need to get this over at this place. So for that we will rotate this, we will bring it down, we will move the back portion and then we will bring it to the top. Now we will align this together, and for correcting our colors we will move this down, and we will bring back this to the original position, and we will align all our solid colors. Now we have two solid edge pieces, one green and white and the other one red and white. Now when we look at this, you will find two of the one of the edge has come together now. That has automatically happened. So as the next we will solve this, so we just need to bring one more of its pair over here. So we will find that piece at this side. So we'll move this down and we will bring it to the top. Now again we have to change the orientation as we want this over here. So we'll move this down, rotate the back part, and we will bring it over to the top. Now once we have done that, we will now align the pieces together. So we will bring this to the top for aligning with its pair. Then we will move it down. Then from here we will move it apart by bringing this to the bottom, and we will rotate it back so that all our earlier solved colors are back to its original position. We now have three edges solved. So one we have solved this, another it's green and white, and the third one is red and white. Now similarly we will solve all other colors. We will now solve this edge piece, red and yellow. We have a similar red and yellow at this side. So while doing this, we need to take into consideration that the solved pieces should not be at the top. Now when the solved pieces are at the top, while solving this edge piece, there is every chance that it will get displaced. So before solving this edge piece, we will bring this down. We will keep it down so that this don't get displaced. After that we will solve this color. So we will align this, we will move it down, further down, then we will bring this back, and we will bring this to its earlier position. So now you will find this two being solved. We now need one more red and yellow at this place for getting this edge completed. So we can find that piece over here. So we will bring this to the top, we will move it further down, and from here we will bring it to the top. Now we will find this has come over to the correct place. Now after that we will solve this. We will align this, we will move it down, further we will move it down, then we will bring it to the earlier position, and we will align. So you will find one more edge piece being solved. The same logic has to be applied for solving all the edge pieces. Now we will find two has come together. So we will, as the next step, we will be solving this. So we need one more green and yellow over here. So we will identify where exactly it is. So we can find it over here. So we will bring it down. We will bring this onto the top. Now since it's in the right position, so the earlier logic we will apply. So we will align it first. We will bring this down, We will move this apart. Now here what will happen is, because we have the solved part at this side, while doing that edge piece, all this color will get displaced. So before doing that, we will move this away and we will get an unsolved portion to the top. So this is an unsolved portion. After that, we will proceed matching the edge pieces. Then we will bring it down, we will further move it down, then we will bring it to the top and bring it to the original position. So we have solved the green and yellow edge pieces. Now we will solve other edge pieces. Now here we will find we have got two together. So we just need to identify the other one. So we can find it over here. We will bring it to the top, then we will bring it down. From here we will bring it to the top. Now you will find this should have been here at this place. So for that we will rotate this and we will make it aligned. We will move it down, then you have to bring this down, then you have to rotate from the back, then you have to bring that two pieces to the top. Now we can turn this cube and we can solve this piece. We can now solve this. We'll rotate this to the top, move it down, and we'll further move it down from the left side. We'll bring back the yellow and orange portion back so that it can be put to its original place. So with that we have solved that edge. We will now solve this edge piece, blue and white. So we will find the similar blue and white over here. So all that we need to do is we need to bring this to the top. Now here what we have to take into consideration is, while we are moving the right hand side to the top and we are aligning this two pieces, we should not have a solved portion on the top. So we need to move this around, move this away, and we need to get an unsolved portion to the top. After that we can move this to the top and we have to move back this down, and further we have to move it down from the left hand side. Now after that we have to bring it back to its original position and we need to align the other yellow pieces. So with that we have solved that portion. We now need one more blue and white piece over here to complete this edge piece. So we will find where it is located. So it's here. So we just need to bring this to the top. Now since it is coming in this line, we just need to rotate this and align with the piece, and we just need to move it down, move it further down, and we have to bring it back so that we can align the other pieces in its original place. So with that we have solved that edge piece. Now as the next step, we will solve this piece as two are already aligned, orange and yellow. So we just need to identify the other missing piece. So it is here in the top itself, but we have to bring this over here. So we just need to change its orientation so that we can bring this piece over here. So we'll first rotate this to the right hand side, then we will move it down, we'll rotate the bottom part and we will turn it around. Now since we have got two aligned pieces, now we just have to bring this over here. Now before doing that, as I said earlier, when we do that process, we should not have a solid piece over the top at the left hand side. So we need to move this. We need to move this and rotate it so that we get an unsolved portion. The unsolved portion is brought to the top in order to ensure that none of our solved edge pieces are displaced. So now we can proceed with aligning with this edge piece. So we have aligned it. Now we will move it down. We will further move it down and we will bring this back to its original position so that all our displaced square pieces are brought back to its original place. We will now solve this edge piece, yellow and blue. So we will just identify the other missing yellow and blue, so which we have out here. So we just will bring this to the top, and now here, if you move this to this place, the orientation is not correct. So you need to have yellow at this portion. So for doing that, the earlier logic itself we will apply over here. We will rotate this, we will bring it down, we will rotate the bottom part and we will turn it around. Now after doing this, you will find you can match with this color. So but before doing that, since we are moving this, you will find the solved portion is coming over to the top. So after solving this, you will find all this getting displaced. So for that, we will bring an unsolved portion to this side. Earlier we were moving the right portion for aligning it with the center. Now here we are moving the left portion. So the unsolved portion should not be at the top but at this part of the left portion. So here we need to bring an unsolved portion. Now why it is? Because when we are moving this, when we are rotating this, on the top you need to have the unsolved portion. So before doing this, we need to bring an unsolved portion to this side. This is done so that your solved edge pieces are not displaced. So here we have an unsolved portion. So we will rotate this and we will bring it over here, this side, so that we can bring it over this place. Now when we do it, we will not face any problem with our solved edge pieces. Now I will show how it is done. Now we will rotate this. When we rotate this, you will get unsolved portion on the top side. Now the same earlier logic applies. We will move it down. We will further bring it down. Then we will turn it around so that we can align everything in its original position. Here we find our solved edge pieces. Now we just need one more similar piece at this place for completing this edge pieces. So we will identify where it is. So here we can find one. So we will bring this to the top. Now, as I said earlier, when we are moving the right portion, we need to have unsolved portion at the top. So we have an unsolved portion. We will bring this to the top. Then we will start the process. So we will align this together. We will move it down. We will further bring this down. And we will bring back the center square pieces. And we will align it all together. So we have now completed this edge piece. Next we will solve this piece, orange and green. So we need to identify similar orange and green piece. So we can see it over here. We can take any color. I've just taken it randomly. So here we need to bring this to the top. Now we need to rotate this to the top and align with this together with the middle piece. But when we do that, as I said earlier, we should not have solved pieces at the top. So we need to get an unsolved portion to the top. Then we have to start solving it. Now first we will align it with together. We will move it down. We will further move it down. Then we will bring all the square pieces back to its original position. And this is how it is done. Now we will find those two solved pieces out here. We need to have one more orange and green piece, which we have to identify where it is located. So we will find it over here. So we need to bring this to the top. Now we will find the position of this orange and green should be here, but it's at the left hand side. So we just need to change its position. So we'll move this down. We'll rotate the left hand side down. Then we will rotate the bottom portion of the cube, and we will bring this back to the top. Now we will find it has come to its right position. Now we will start aligning it. Now, as I said earlier, we should not have a solved portion at the top when we are moving the right part of the cube for solving the edge pieces. Now we need to identify an unsolved portion. Now here we have an unsolved portion. So we will rotate this and we will bring this to the top. Now we can proceed solving it. We will align it with together. We will move this down. We will further get it down, and we will align all our square pieces. Now we will find we have solved almost all our edge pieces except these two. These are the only two edge pieces now we are left with for solving. For solving these two edge pieces, we will be applying an algorithm, and we will be solving it simultaneously. So the algorithm is done to match this piece with its center piece. Say for example, we need to get the pieces together, and for getting the right hand side together, we are using this algorithm. So we'll start with the algorithm right away. Why we are using this algorithm? Now we just have two edges left for solving. So when we use our earlier logic for solving this, there are chances that the other solved portions will get displaced, because we now do not have any more unsolved pieces to keep it at the top. So that is the reason why we are using this algorithm. Now this will give an easy understanding of how we can fix this last stage. So we will apply the algorithm right away. So the algorithm is LL. Now this is the LL. This will be L. When we take both the pieces, it will be LL. So LL U2. U2 is the upper portion of the cube. So U2 means you have to rotate the upper portion of the cube twice. U2. Again LL U2. Then F2. F2 is the front portion of your cube. Now again LL F2. You have to rotate the cube twice. Then RR. Now this is your RR, right hand side. RR. U2. U2 is the upper portion of the cube. RR dash. Now RR dash is the reverse of R. U2. Now LL2. Now when you complete this algorithm, you will find these two pieces are joined together and is solved. Now you have this piece, orange and blue. Now you will find the similar orange and blue over here. So we will just rotate this cube and bring this to the right side so that we can bring this over here. And the same algorithm, we will be using it LL U2 twice. LL U2 F2. LL F2. RR U2. RR dash U2. LL2. Now once you have completed this algorithm, you will find both your middle portion of the pieces have come together. So you are left with only one piece which you have to bring it to its right place. So for that also we will be using the same algorithm. Now we are left with only one piece which we have to interchange with each other. Now for that we have to bring these two together. This has to be at this place so that we can apply the algorithm and we can fix it to the right place. For that we will be using, before doing the algorithm, we will be using the earlier logic wherein we have brought the pieces together in the same line. So we will be moving the cube to the right direction, then we will bring it down, then the bottom part of the cube will be rotated, then it will be rotated and moved to the top. So you will find we have got the piece in the same line. Now we will bring these two pieces to the right hand side for applying the algorithm. Now for that we have rotated the piece and we have brought it to the right hand side so that we can apply the algorithm. So the same algorithm we will be applying. LL U2. LL U2. F2. LL F2. RR U2, RR dash U2, LL2. Now you will find all your edge pieces are solved. We have now come to the last stage of solving this 5 by 5 cube. So now what we have to do is, now all those who are familiar with the Rubik's cube solving, 3 by 3 cube solving, it will be easy for them to do it, because the same process of solving Rubik's cube or 3 by 3 cube will now apply here for solving its final stages. So we will start with the white piece. Now as the first step, we will bring all the white edge pieces and we will align it with its center white pieces. So here we already have one. All that we will do is we will rotate it and we will match it with its concerned color. So here we will match it with the red color, as its adjacent color is red. Now we will identify the other whites. Now here we are having a white. So if we bring this down, it won't be aligned with your adjacent blue. So we will bring this to the top first. We will align with its adjacent blue. Then we will bring it down. Now similarly we will do it with all other edge white pieces. Since the orange is already aligned, we will just bring that down. Now we are left with only one, which is white and green. So we will bring this to the top. Now since if we bring this as it is, so the alignment or the orientation won't be right. So instead of doing that, we will rotate the cube in such a manner that the white pieces come over the top. So like this. Now from here we will move the white piece so that it matches with its side green color. Now when we have done that process, you will find the earlier solved portion of red and white has displaced. So we will just move that down. Now since this is now aligned with its concerned color, we will bring this down. Now with that we have solved the edge pieces of white. Now we will be having the corner piece. So we have 4 corner piece, because this is not solved, this is not aligned properly. So we will be doing the we will be solving the corner piece. So this we will match it with the concerned corner. So this is the concerned corner, that is red and green. So this should come over here. So for that what we will be doing is we will be moving it apart, then we will bring it down and we will be solving it. Now similarly we will fix all our corner pieces, all our white corner pieces. So yeah, this should come over here. So as we have blue as its adjacent color and red as its other adjacent color. So we will rotate this to the top, we will move this aside and bring this back. Now this is how we will fix the corner pieces. Now again the next corner piece we will find out here. We will move this from here and we will rotate this to the top, move this back and we will bring this down. Now we will be having one more corner pieces which is at its correct place, so we will just bring that down. So we will move this apart, bring this back and we will fix it. So with that we have solved all the white pieces. Now similarly we will solve all other edge and corner pieces. So the process that we follow is similar to that of 3 by 3 cube. So we will match blue with the center green. Then we will see which is its adjacent color. So here we have orange as its adjacent color, so this has to come here. So we will first move it to the upper part of the cube, then we will move the right cube, then again we will move the upper part, then we will move the right part back, then this will be taken here and we will be solving it. So this has come to its right place. So the next is blue and orange. So this has to come here because its adjacent color is orange. So here we will be moving to the left side, then moving it, we will move the left portion, we'll bring it to the top, then we will take it to the right place. So we just have two more edge to be fixed. So one we will find out here. So we will move this to its center. This has to come here. So we will first move the upper portion, then we will move the left to the top, then we will again move the upper portion, we will bring the left portion down, then we will rotate the front part and we will bring this down. Now we are left with only one. Now this is our last edge piece, blue and red, which we have to fix it over here. So for that we will be moving the upper part of the cube, then we will be moving the right portion, again we will move the upper portion, then we will move back, then we will bring this to this side. So with that we have completed 4 layers of this cube. Now we are left with the upper portion. So here we will be using the same algorithm that we have used for 3 by 3 cube. So here we will be using the same techniques that we have used for solving the final stages of a Rubik's cube. So here we will be forming a yellow color plus. For that we will be using the same algorithm which we have used for solving Rubik's cube. That is, it will be F, that is we will be moving the front part of the cube, R, U, R dash, U dash, F dash. Now you will receive a single layer, then again you will do the same algorithm, you will use the same algorithm F, R, U, R dash, U dash, F dash. Now you will receive a formation like this, which you can term it like a plus formation. Either you will get like this, or you will get a or you will get this piece as a different color. So whatever you get, if you get a plus formation, you can use the same algorithm that you were using in the for solving Rubik's cube. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Now once you do that, you will get all your yellow pieces solved. Now you need to fix the edge portions. Now for that we will see, we have a headlight position which we will keep at the back side. Then after holding the headlight position at the back side of the cube, back end of the cube, you will follow an algorithm R prime, F, r prime b2, r f prime r prime b2 r2. Now you will find, you will get all the edges like a headlight position. Now once you get that, you will follow a different algorithm which will be your final step for solving this. Now we will apply the final algorithm to solve this 5 by 5 cube. So which will be r u prime r u r u r u prime r prime So now we will get a position wherein we will have one edge being completely solved. So we will move this towards our back and we will redo the same algorithm to complete this process. R u prime r u r u r u prime r prime u. So with this, now we will find our 5 by 5 cube being solved. Thank you for watching this video.